So on Sunday night, Austin FC takes on New York Red Bulls for the first time in club history. But what exactly are the Red Bulls for Austin FC? Is it an easy win or is it a threat for the Verde and Black? Because currently the Red Bulls are sitting third place in the Eastern Conference with 9 wins, 6 draws, and 6 losses to their name. In the last 5 games for the Red Bulls, it's been really decent. 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. But for Austin FC, we'll be playing against our 8th and final Eastern Conference, and that's New York Red Bulls. In their record for a second-year team, the Verde and Black have 6 wins and 1 draw against an Eastern Conference side. The last time Austin FC beat a team from the Eastern Conference was Atlanta United in a 3-0 win. But the thing about New York Red Bulls, they're filling third place, but they score 30 goals of the 22 goals allowed. Because currently they have 4 players that are a major threat for the Verde and Black's defense. Because New York Red Bulls are a high pressing team. When I mean high pressing, that basically means if a defender does a mistake, the attacking side takes that as an advantage and scores a goal. Because the 4 players for Red Bulls are Lewis Morgan has 9 goals and 2 assists to his name. Luke Guiñoz has 5 goals and 2 assists. Patrick Limala, 4 goals and 3 assists. And Omir Fernandez has 2 goals and 3 assists to his name. All those 4 players combined have 20 goals and 10 assists. So it's pretty crazy to know. 20 goals of the 30 goals those 4 players have provided. So our dynamic duo defense of Cascante and Gabrielsen, and mostly Stu, they have to be really careful on what kind of mistake, and they have to make some smart passes, because if another mistake, let's put it this way, if Stu, since we know how he likes to showboat his passes. Sometimes, take the Orlando City match for example. He was trying to chip the ball to Cascante Gabrielsen. That led to a mistake, which Orlando City took as an advantage and scored their first goal in that 2-2 draw for Austin FC and Orlando City game. So it has to be Stu who has to be really careful about this game, because the high pressing of the Red Bulls. For our front 3, we might see Finley again get his 5th start, which is okay with me now, because we don't know when Washington Corozo will get his minutes. Probably this game or next week or probably a month, we don't know. But I feel comfortable and I have high confidence for Finley starting again. Fagundes is obviously going to start because he provided 2 goals in the last 2 games against Houston Dynamo with the first ever free kick for Austin FC, and provided a tying goal that made Austin FC win the Copa Tejas against FC Dallas. So it's going to be a good left wing and right wing game for the both of them. In the midfield, Driussi has to start obviously. I want to see Alex Ring back in the 6 rather than the 8, because we all know that he provided creativity against Houston Dynamo, but this wasn't the game for him against FC Dallas. So I would like to see Danny Pereira back in the 6, back in the 8 and Alex Ring back in the 6, because I would see Alex Ring as defender again, and I want to see how Pereira works as a 6 with Driussi providing creativity the entire time in the box and box. Because our front 3, Driussi, Fagundes, and Urruti have to focus on the 2 main defenders of Red Bulls. One of them, Aaron Long, has 78.6, round that up to 79% of the dribbles won. So for the 3 of them, 1v1 against him, it's going to be really difficult. But for Aaron Long, he has 43 of the pressure won. So it's going to be like a 50-50 margin who wins the ball mostly, but it's going to be us, the front 3 for Austin FC mostly. Another player in the defense for Red Bulls has to be Dylan Nealis, who has 33 out of 57 tackles won. Of that, it's close to 60%, and he provides 35 tackles or blocks to his name. So, Red Bulls have 22 goals allowed. I think our front 3, alongside with Finley, can provide some damage to the defense of Red Bulls, because our attacking 4, Finley, Fagundes, Urruti, and Driussi have provided 27 of the 41 goals, which is 66%, but the 20 of the 30 goals from Red Bulls, 20 out of 30, so it's 67%, so it's kind of close. That's, the same goal ratio or goal percentage. But I feel like this might be a narrow win for Austin FC. Mostly our defense have to put their A game against New York Red Bulls because of the high pressing. But I feel like Austin FC will get a 3-2 win. probably not a clean sheet that we want for Stu. And some are saying this could be a, like a matchup to pre-MLS Cup final, but that's my opinion. 3-2. Fagundes scores one, Driussi scores another, and probably Urruti scores his, 8th or 9th goal of the season. So the 3 goals for Austin FC and, Red Bulls with 2. I won't be going to the match, sadly, again, but I'll probably go next month. But for the meantime, I hope you guys understood this video, and I hope Austin FC gets their 8th and, goes undefeated for the 8th game in a row and get a 7th win against the Eastern Conference team and, get a win at Q2. But for the meantime, the name has been LMexican17. I'll be back here with the Austin FC New York Red Bulls reaction video. But for the meantime, you guys, stay hydrated. I'll catch you guys on the next one.